Hey guys, what's going on? It's Karl here, back with another episode in the beginning of 2019. Thought it would be a great time to do a little update video on what is on my iPhone. I'm currently rocking the iPhone XS Max. I know a ton of you always ask what apps that I rock on the day-to-day basis. Here they are to kick off the year and to give you guys some great ideas on what to download yourself. Before we start, big shout outs to Audible, who has helped power and sponsor today's episode. I use their app literally every single day when I'm in the gym. Love to listen to audiobooks instead of music. And I've kind of switched things up and have been digging some Audible originals lately, whether it's Alien or even Ender's Game. But regardless, check out Audible. It's usually a credit for a book, and if you want, you can always download more depending on what your heart desires. That was app number one. For the basic stuff that I rock on my home screen, I do have a social folder with all, of course, social medias. I do the trifecta: Insta, Twitter, Facebook. Don't use Snapchat as much. For my email client, I am using Inbox by Gmail. It helps sort everything, whether it's my purchases, finance, or trips. I find it pretty simple to use. And for my YouTube email, I am over on Outlook. Switching to apps which I use over on my second page, which are fairly new. The first one is Splitwise. For example, I've got an upcoming trip to Vietnam in February. I'm booking that with my buddy. I'm making most of the purchases. I've kept track of them on Splitwise, and at the end, it will show how much he owes me. Switching to games now, the first one is Alto's Odyssey. I was a huge fan of the original Alto game. Odyssey changes things up and brings refreshing new levels. The graphics are still simple and beautiful. Everything that I loved about the original now has just been updated and slightly improved in the new Odyssey game. I think this one's a couple bucks, 1 to 2, probably the best money you've ever spent. The next game is probably a very guilty pleasure. I used to play a ton of MapleStory, no shame, back when I was in middle school, even into high school a bit. This is MapleStory M, which is essentially a port from the PC over onto my smartphone. It's an MMORPG for any of you wondering. It's just got some of the cuteness overload for anime, kind of a throwback to the 90s for me. The next game, Fortnite, I don't think that needs any introduction. That was the biggest game of 2018. Continuing into this year, you can log in using your Epic Games account. So I've got my character linked from the original one I got over on my Xbox. Obviously, controls aren't as easy as ones on a console or PC, but just remember everyone else is sucking that much as they are using a mobile device as well. Last two games are throwbacks to the 90s as well. We've got Street Fighter IVCE Championship Edition. My favorite character is probably Sagat and Guile. Curious to hear which yours are. And the next game is Sonic 2, which was the very first game I had for my console, the Sega Genesis. I still have yet to beat this game, the last boss, Robotnik. If you have played, you know that if you do die, you don't have any rings and you have to beat him kind of in a perfect state. One of my biggest regrets growing up as a kid, it was not beating this game. The next app is Lightroom. I use this more and more as my Instagram improves. I edit every single one of my photos that I post. I do have a couple presets that I've kind of developed. Let me know if you want me to release them. They are super easy to use. The next app is The Score, which I used to follow all of my soccer, football highlights. I'm a big Man United fan, super happy that Mourinho got the sack. Here you can read all news, transfer rumors, and if you follow a specific league or say even a team, you can select one of those as highlights. Expedia is the app that I've been booking some of my trip stuff. Like I mentioned, I am heading over to Vietnam. It's just an easy app to use that kind of lists all of your trip details. And in case you are still planning or want to book super last minute, you can always grab a flight or hotel for usually the lowest price. Darkroom is a recent app recommended to me from one of my friends. It is a photo editing app that is free, but you can buy in-app purchases to unlock more filters, different kind of colors. I find it's a bit more simple than Lightroom to use, a bit more robust than say the filters that you get on Instagram. The next app is called Freeletics for all of you 2019 gym goers out there. It's a great app that shows body weight exercises, whether you're just getting started in the gym and you're not too sure what to do. The second last is Google Home. Still use this to control all of my lights in my condo, some of my smart tech. It's just pretty easy to say, hey, Google, turn on my living room lights. And the very last app that I've been using just to kind of get it out of the house or when I'm on the go is Ritual. You can pick a place to eat wherever you are on the map, and you can go pick it up whenever it's ready, links straight to your credit card, and isn't any more expensive, or you don't have to pay some weird surcharge fee like you do for Uber Eats. Anyways, that is all of the apps that I'm rocking on my iPhone XS for the beginning of the year in 2019. Hope you guys got some pretty decent ideas on what to download, and if there are any extra apps that you guys rock that are useful, leave them down below in the comments so I can check them out and other peeps can get hooked up as well. I know there are a ton of videos coming out in the beginning of the year. I hope you guys enjoy them all and hope to catch you in one of my next episodes or in one of those fabled vlogs that I'm planning to make. Maybe I'll do some in Vietnam. I think that would be the perfect time. Catch you guys in one of my next episodes. Peace.